Jai Shri Krishna. So today we are going to do the Gita, lesson 5 for beginners. And let me read what I have written because, as I said, I have taken the trouble to make it simple. It is important and a regular practice to offer obeisance to the scripture before entering into it. Generally, we do that. And I will also tell you one more thing. It is also when we complete the scripture, I know that amongst Hindus that is one of the practices, that when you complete it, you restart it again because you don't want to have the ego, oh, I did the Gita, I did the Srimad Bhagavad, I did the Guru Granth Sahib. So I know that in the case of the Guru Granth Sahib, it ends and then it's restarted again. I'm sure that is the reason. So I have heard that if one perseveres in reading the scriptures, they open out their deeper meaning to you. That also I've heard, and that I've seen in my own experience. Very often, if you keep reading and you're persevering, it almost talks to you and tells you, this is what I'm trying to say. Now, the following mantra can also be recited when one is going through troubled times. So this initially you have to pay obeisance and you speak about the greatness of the scripture. And I love this verse that comes in the greatness of the scriptures, which is Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande Paramananda Madhavan, which means I salute that Madhava, the source of supreme bliss, whose grace makes the dumb man eloquent and the cripple cross mountains. A dumb man eloquent, it could mean literally, or it could mean that on some, the grace is poured where they become instrument to expound their deep truths. I believe that is what happens, when the grace falls, he makes the dumb eloquent. That means, the very fact that you are listening to me, it must be the Lord's grace, right? So I'm dumb. And if he makes me eloquent enough for me to listen to you, then this is his grace. And cripple cross mountains, it could mean literally and also by the Lord's grace. Some are able to go through difficult times or to go where only their effort alone would not be able to take them. So this is what it could mean when they say that it makes the cripple cross mountain. It makes them do difficult things. And isn't it true, when you have faith, it is easier to face life. And then one worships Ganeshji with the mantra Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada, which literally means that he with the curved trunk, large-bodied, with the brilliance of a million suns, make my life free of obstacles. So that is what it means. And now let's go on to the Gita. And this is I continue. Lord Krishna tried everything to bring about peace between the warring brothers. That I've already told you. Every effort failed. War became inevitable. Duryodhan from the side of the Kauravas and Arjuna from the side of the Pandavas went to Dwarka to seek the help of Krishna in the battle. Krishna was resting in a couch in his palace. Duryodhan stood at the head of the couch while Arjuna stood near the feet. When Krishna opened his eyes, he naturally saw Arjuna first and therefore gave him the first choice. Arjuna was asked to choose between Krishna's powerful army called the Narayani Sena or Krishna unarmed, and he would participate in the battle but without taking arms. Arjuna chose the Lord. Arjuna knew that the Lord by his side was worth more than his powerful army. This is the way a spiritual person thinks, and that is what I call faith. Duryodhan pretended to be disappointed and thought that Arjuna was foolish to have made the above choice. Duryodhan took Krishna's mighty army to help the Kaurava side of the battle. So we stop here until our next lesson, But until then, stay safe, take care, and God bless.